Okay, today we are making tomato sauce, and I guess just as we do each different step, I'll just show what we do. So first thing is you clean some jars really well, and this is our big pot that we use. It's just a great big pot that we use to water bath the tomatoes in, and you wash the jars really well and then put them in the pan, put them in the pot, cover them with water, and I bring them to a boil and let them boil for a while. This sterilizes the jars. Okay, then you get some water to a good rolling boil. This is a steamer basket we have, and I put the tomatoes in the steamer basket, and then we just drop the steamer basket into the boiling water, and you leave it in boiling water for 30 seconds, then pull them out and immediately put them into ice water, and this will make the peels come off really, really easy. So I'm getting ready to steam, or just put this in boiling water for 30 seconds. Okay, and to peel them, you just cut the top off, and the peels just come right off. And that's it. And now to get the seeds out, you just cut it in half, and then just put your thumbnail, under, scoop the seeds out. Thumbnail under, scoop the seeds out. Thumbnail under, scoop the seeds out. Thumb under, scoop the seeds. And that's it. Then we take all of these, put them in a pot. When I get a few in here, I'll turn it on and just start cooking them down. And the juice, you don't have to add any water. It'll make enough of its own juice. And that's it. Alan and I get an assembly line going in here. He peels, so here's a jar of the peeled ones, or a bowl of the peeled ones he has ready. I core and pull the seeds out and put them on the eye, and we go until we're finished with them. I'm almost finished giving the 30 minutes to the 30 seconds to the tomatoes to loosen the peels, and after we finish that, we'll just get all the seeds out and get them all cooking down, and then I'll show you what that looks like when we get to that point. All right, thanks. Oh, and this is the seeds and the peels, and all of this we feed to either the chickens, we give some to the worms and the worm bands, and the rabbit even likes to nibble on them. So we use we don't throw anything away. All of this we use to feed the animals. Okay, we finally got all the tomatoes peeled, cored, seeded, and now we have them simmering in these two pots. And so we're going to let this cook until it reduces by about half. So you can see where it comes to on the spoon, right above the spoon part. So I'll kind of use that as a guide. This one was the first one that we filled up, so it's cooked down a little bit more than the other one. But it still needs to cook down some more. So we'll let these reduce by about half, and then we'll just jar it up. When we're making this sauce, we're not seasoning it, we're not doing anything with it, because we want to be able to take out the sauce and make what we want to with it later. If we want pizza sauce, spaghetti sauce, we want to make chili, we want to make vegetable soup, we just want a good, thick, nice sauce to use as a base for whatever we might want it for later. So we're not going to be seasoning this at all. We're just going to make good, thick, rich sauce and jar it up. So when this reduces by about half, I will come back and show you what that looks like. Thanks. Okay, so the sauce has reduced by about half. It's cooked down. It's looking good and thick now. I'm not steaming up the lens. So I am about to put this in jars. Thanks. You keep your lids in good hot water, not boiling, but good hot water. Have those ready to use. Then use jar tongs. Get a jar out of your really, really good hot water. Dump them out. Careful not to burn yourself with the boiling hot water. Then in each jar you put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and then have a jar funnel that you use to put your tomatoes in. And that's it. I'll put the lemon juice in the jar, and I'll come back. And then you just fill up the jars with the tomato sauce, put on a lid. I'll show you that. Hang on, I'm going to put the lemon juice and I'll come back. Okay, and I just use a cup measure. Put it in the jar funnel. Hope this is showing up. And you want to fill it up just to the bottom of your jar funnel, maybe a little teeny bit more. You want to fill it up just enough to leave a ½ inch of headroom at the top of your jar. Then make sure with a clean rag and wipe the rim of your jar, and I go over it with my finger. You're feeling for nicks and making sure there's nothing on the rim, so you get a good clean seal. And then get out a lid and put it on. I'll be right back. I couldn't find my magnet. I use a magnet to get the lids out of the hot water. And then just put it on. And then put a ring on the jar. And you put it down and you twist it, you know, with good firm pressure, but you don't twist it too tight. And that's it. And then I use the jar tongs to lower the jar back into the boiling water, or back, not boiling yet, but back into the hot water. And I'll come back and show you after everything's jarred up what next. Thanks. Okay, so all of our cans are loaded in the canner, and you're gonna bring it to a good hard rolling boil, and then you start your timer and you let them sit in a good hard rolling boil for 40 minutes. And that's it. And again, these are quarts. It's 40 minutes for quarts, and it's 2 tablespoons of lemon juice per jar for quart jars. So, and that's it. I'll show you what they look like when we get them out. Okay, so we've got, out of this batch, we have 7 quart jars. And we did the math and figured out that it takes 5 to 6 pounds of tomatoes to do 1 quart jar of sauce. Okay. It is Friday, June 23rd, and this is what we have canned so far this year. Yesterday, we put up 7 quarts of tomato sauce, and before that, we had put up 7 quarts altogether. So anyway, this whole year, we put up 14 quarts of tomato sauce, and we have put up 5 quarts of dill pickles. And that's it. Just got everything that we've canned so far lined up on the counter. We're about to put them all in the cabinet. But this is what we have put up this year. And today, the Better Boys are still over there on the table. So I'm going to can the Better Boys today. And we put those up as diced tomatoes instead of cooking them down low for sauce. So we'll put up the Better Boys today. And then in a couple of days, we'll put up the rest of the Romas. Oh, and today's harvest, we picked corn. We got 15 pounds of corn, and I'm about to put it up. We cut it off the cob and freeze it. Poor little guy didn't get pollinated very well. Some of it's really pretty. Like, there's a gorgeous ear. That's pretty. But a couple of them are sparse too. But tastes really, really good. So we had a little trouble. We got some corn worms, but not in all of them. Just a few here and there. But the chickens love the corn worms, so it's a little bonus for the chickens. So those are today's projects. We put up sauce yesterday. I'm going to put up some diced tomatoes today, and we have enough cucumbers to put up another quart of pickles, and I'm going to freeze this corn. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay, it's Friday, June 23rd, and this is the batch of tomatoes that we got finished canning today. And we ended up getting 3 jars of diced tomatoes. And then we put up 4 jars of the tomato juice, 4 quarts of the tomato juice, and we also put up a quart of pickles today. And when I was looking back at the other videos, we just talked about the things that we had canned this summer and forgot to mention the other things that we've put up as well. So from the garden, so far, we have put up, let's see, we froze 5 quart bags of onions. When I pulled up those green onions, and we chopped those all and froze those. We've managed to freeze 50 quart bags of green beans. Today we cut off and froze 7 quart bags of corn. And we have all together in our canning have put up 6 quarts of pickles, and we have canned 21 quarts of tomatoes. So been able to put up a lot, and hopefully we haven't even gotten started good yet. Hopefully the garden keeps coming in and we'll continue to put up for the winter. But let's see, during the summer, we're managing to pretty much eat exclusively out of the garden. Last month, we spent $31 on groceries for the month of May. And so far this month, we've spent $60 on groceries. So our year-to-date total for groceries is $602.97. So when you divide that by 6 for the 6 months we've had, that is an average of $100.49 a month. And that's pretty much, we're on target now. We wanted to average by the end of the year $100 or less on a month on groceries, and we've hit that target now as long as we maintain. And these summer months, hopefully, we'll continue just to eat exclusively out of the garden. So everything going according to plan, going well. But I just wanted to share that. And that's it. Thanks for watching.